Hey, my reactor. So we're on chapter 9. I'm going to try to finish it out. It's going to be a little longer. No, seriously, it's no secret that Natalie fucks around with anybody. You supposed to be a man who watches the company he keeps. And look who you end up in the box seats with. Will was aggravated. Look, you want to get raw with me? I'm going to get raw with you. I'm going to talk to you like you one of my boys. Now, Natalie sucks my private parts like no other hoe ever sucked my private parts. Yeah, but you could have got your penis sucked on 42nd Street. No, not like that. There's an art to sucking a penis. Natalie got that shit down. She gets the whole penis in her mouth and still finds room for my balls. When I bust in her mouth, she swallowed like it was pancake syrup. Hell, she earned that $3,000 suit. He laughed. One of my boys from Fort Greene was just saying Natalie fucking around with this other kid he knew around your way. I told my boys if she sucking his penis like she be sucking mine, I know why he's risking his life fucking one of my hoes. But as long as she's sucking my penis like she does, she can get whatever she wants. So what did you want my number for? Just cause a chick can suck your penis good don't mean she can be your girl. I figured that shit out. Oh, so you saying that? I'm saying that you, Santana's daughter, you're beautiful, young, top of the line. A nigga don't have to teach you how to act. You naturally classy. Now that's the difference. Oh, so you trying to make yourself look good by making Winter Santana your girl, but then you're gonna let Natalie suck your penis on the side while you blessing her with clothes and cash? First off, I didn't say nothing about giving her cash. I give her things she want. And if you ask me to cut her off, you must be saying you're going to do me better than she do. So I wouldn't have no reason to fuck with her again. Will rubbed his balls with his left hand until his thick erect penis was sticking out his pants. Oh, now you actually got the nerve to ask me to suck your penis? Will started laughing. Listen, girl, you just don't know. Some niggas smoke weed, some niggas hooked on cane, some on the pussy. My pleasure is having my joint done right. If I ain't got a girl the minute I want her, I make one of them crackhead niggas suck my joints. Man, them niggas is so turned out that crack that they get on their knees and suck my penis just like a bitch for a hit of the pipe. He laughed. Men got stronger jaws. That shit feel even better. The movie screen turned black. Will's lips were moving. He was talking, but I couldn't hear no more sounds. That was it. If there was a feeling in my body for Will, it was dead. I told myself if I calm myself down, maybe I still had Will as a possible business partner somewhere down the road. The bottom line was I was sitting next to a man who thought it was okay to let another man suck his penis. Somehow Will figured that only the crackhead is the homosexual. Will saw himself as old man, the powerful dealer. Just to keep it real with you, I can't take no man serious who I gotta guess about sexual. I can't be seduced or excited by questionable masculinity. I need to know that my man is rugged and rough to the bone. I would never have to worry about midnight saying or doing this. If a crackhead even suggests oral sex as a trade-off for cash, Midnight would have put a bullet in his head. What Santana might have done in that situation is unmentionable. I bobbed and weaved like a boss for the rest of our date. I knew I had to play my cards carefully not to burn a potential bridge. At the same time, I refused to end the night with my face buried in Will's lap. Tomorrow, I will consult with my father about my financial options. My anger towards her was slowly weighing down. I fell back into a corner. The truth of the matter was I needed some good advice from Daddy, a man who had always loved me. The pain of it all was trying to talk through a thick glass or having to speak through a small vent or having to talk on some dirty old phone surveillance by the police. There would be no kind of privacy. I would have to pick over each and every word. I hated the idea of not being able to touch my father, having to watch him move in calculated steps because his hands and feet were chained together. And what would I say to him about my mother? What had Daddy already heard? We would be blamed. Wasn't my mother conditioned his fault? Wasn't it the incident with Dawes that pushed Mama over the edge in the first place? How much did Dawes cost Daddy? Did she have money hidden that belonged to Santana? Tomorrow I will get answers from him to all of my questions. I crawled into bed and noticed my cousin Bianca was back and fast asleep in our small room. I saw you get out of his car. When I catch you, bitch, your ass is grass. That was my 5 a.m. wake up from Natalie. She couldn't she couldn't ride on me though. She's so petite that I didn't even think of her as a fighter. I thought to myself, shit definitely had changed a whole lot. Because there was a time when she wouldn't even dream of threatening me, much less following through and putting her hands on me. She was the gospel operator in our neighborhood. Therefore, she knew my situation. She knew my family wasn't tight like it used to be. The only worry I had now was when and now Natalie would attack. Would she jump out a dark corner with a razor on the steps where the light is always broken? Or would she pay one of the local crackers to do some ill shit to me? I had to stay alert. At 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 o'clock, the phone rang. Each time the person calling hanging up. I knew it was Natalie. By 8 a.m., my aunt was screaming about the crank calls. She paced the hallways talking about there are 3 grown women living in this apartment. And whenever this kind of shit happened to me, somebody sleep with somebody else's man. I didn't answer. Bianca looked at me and rolled her eyes as if to agree that her mother was bugging and to go back to sleep. Out of frustration, I got up and headed for the shower. The stain surrounded my naked body and heat water drops slid down my breast. It's time to leave here, I said to myself. So I asked myself, and go where? I came up with no response. But I knew I needed to leave fast. Where is Midnight now, I wonder? I imagine him in a villa in Spain sipping a tequila sunrise. Tequila was that a Spanish or Mexican drink? Oh, what was the difference? Or maybe Midnight was disgusted somewhere in a shack in Alabama. Nah, he was too smooth for that. He was sitting in the back room of an elegant club in Chicago, one that he owned. He dressed up every night, blended in with the darkness, but still wearing sunglasses. He raked damn mad dope, but ran the real operation out the back room of his club. He was saving up enough dough to come and rescue me from this bullshit. He'd take me to the nightclub, bring me on the stage where the spotlight would fall on me. I'd be wearing a silver designer dress that was so top-notch it wouldn't even have a name. A dress specially prepared for me. No other dress like it in the world. I have on silver shoes imported from Italy and handcraft stockings with designer garter belts. Midnight would say, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my wife, the new hostess of my club, Winter Storm. The crowd would cheer, and I would graciously accept my new role as the top hostess madam in town. In the shower, I made myself laugh and laugh and laugh. Don't you hear me knocking? My own voice sliced through the sound of the shower water. Yeah, Aunt B, somebody here to see you. I grabbed back the shower curtain saying, oh, Aunt B, I forgot to ask you if Natalie come by or call, just tell her that I left already. Why? She said suspiciously. I thought that was your girl. No, she is. I just don't feel like being bothered with her today because I got a lot on my mind. Oh, Aunt B said, you must be thinking about that stretch limo you was riding around in Saturday night, or maybe you're thinking about Natalie's man. What's his name again, Bianca? My aunt yelled to her daughter. What's Natalie's boyfriend name? Bianca didn't answer. I stood there speechless and naked and getting cold as the air blew and the steam moved out of the open door. My aunt stepped out the doorway. I ain't that damn old. I know what goes on around here, especially in my house. Aunt B, I said, who at the door? She stuck her head back and said, you see, get dressed. Patting myself dry, I dashed to the bedroom. Bianca was up and out of bed. I thought, damn, where did she go that quick? I went in my suitcase, pulled out my jeans and a shirt. As I reached for my bra I had laying on top of my suitcase under the folded dress I took off last night, I immediately saw that my safety pin was not there. I ran my hands along the line of the bra. The pins were gone. My $2,500 was gone. A sense of emergency overcame my body. Don't panic, I mumbled to myself. I unfolded my dress, shook it out to see if my money had somehow gotten tangled up in there. Nothing. I picked up my pantyhose, shook them. I threw open the top of my suitcase and started running my hands along the side pockets, searching for the cash. I looked in places I knew I never had and would never have put the money. Sweat broke out of my forehead, mixed it with water beads from the shower. Aunt B stuck her head inside the bedroom door, shook her head with disapproval and said, What a mess. Please don't keep company waiting. She cleared her throat. Are you looking for something? I opened my mouth to speak, then immediately closed it. Nah. She walked away. I got it. I caught it. She has been in my things. My aunt had stolen my money. She thought it was even Steven because she didn't have no money, and she figured I got more money where this come from. Cause I must be holding out on her. This bitch took my life savings. I screamed out loud. No words, just sounds. I stood butt naked in anguish. My aunt came back to the bedroom door with her hands on her hips, followed by an older white woman. She was peering into the bedroom at me like she was trying to see as much as she could as quickly as she could. My aunt turned to her and said, good luck with her. She's a mess. She don't want to listen to nobody. She always wanted her way, and she's a non-stop liar. Winter, this is Miss Griswold. She's from BCW. Nice to meet you, Winter. We've been looking all over for you. I'm just glad I got the call about your new address this morning. Come get dressed. Let's go. I'm not going anywhere with you. Miss Griswold leaned towards me. I'm sorry, this the way you feel, Winter. In fact, I'm sorry for everything that has happened to you up until this point. For now and for the next 330 days, you are officially a ward of the state. We are your legal guardians. Please come along with us. The marshals will escort us. I glanced down at the hall and I saw a man in a uniform. Wait a minute. Hold on. Aunt B, can I talk to you for a second? Aunt B looked at Miss Griswold as though all of a sudden needed permission for her to have a conversation in her own apartment. Miss Griswold looked at her watch and said, you got 5 minutes. We're on a tight schedule. You're not the only pickup we have to do this afternoon. Please pack all your belongings that you plan to bring along with you. I grabbed Aunt B's hands and said, excuse me a minute, and closed the door. Come on, Aunt B, we family. Did you actually turn me in? Did you call the fucking authorities on me? Is shit that bad? Damn. I would have gave you some goddamn money. Tears of anger filled in my eyes. Don't be stupid, Winter. You think I'm gonna call some authorities into my crib? That nosy lady been snooping all around my house. You think I want some more police and heat in my place? You're just so dumb. You're just a dumbass, Winter. You don't run shit around here. You better check yourself. That stupid bitch Natalie probably called the authorities on you. Now this white lady know all our business. So now I got too many people living in this apartment to be on Section 8. She knows Alvin locked up. She knows your mother on drugs. She looking at my arms checking for my tracks. She's staring in my face like I'm supposed to confess to some shit. I just want her to get the fuck out of here before she start writing my ass up. So pack your shit and go. To be so damn smart, you sure are stupid. I don't need no trouble. What about my money, though? That's all the money I had to my name. My aunt looked me dead in my eye and said, what money? She stuck her hands in her pants pocket, pulling the pockets inside out. There was nothing in those pockets but lint. I don't have any money, and as far as I know, you didn't have any money either. Aunt B gave me the evil sarcasm, I told you so, grin. My mind snapped. All I know is I had 2 hands around her neck choking her. She was gasping for air. I wasn't going for no money in my pockets act. I ripped off her shirt. She fought back, but she couldn't fight me. Well, she could, but she didn't win. I snatched her bra. The money was hidden there. Miss Griswold and the marshal entered the room. The marshal restrained me. Miss Griswold picked Aunt B up off the floor and tried to help her reassemble herself. My aunt stepped back from Miss Griswold's assistance. With only her pants left on her body and a busted lip, she snatched a piece of her shirt off the floor to cover her titties. You see, she said to Miss Griswold, breathing in and out real hard. Winter is violent and spoiled. You'll need to lock her ass up. She can't be trusted. All I can say is I opened my place to her and she turned on me. She'll turn on you too. I understood how she was trying to set me up. I just mumbled, you junkie bitch, and packed up my shit to go. And I'll be back with chapter 10.